Hey, me, Callie Carroll. Good morning, sunshine.
Morning, sunshine. Good morning, sunshine.
Oh, good morning, sunshines. Daily dose of perspective. Good morning, sweet baby sunshines.
Good morning, sunshines. Let's get started.
Good morning, sunshines. It's been a minute. I've missed you guys. We've just been working so hard on pre-recording and getting everything ready for the new podcast, Mature-ish Mamas, that I haven't been live as much. Plus, like, there's just been a lot of different, more intense life that's been occurring. So, here we are. Here we are. I want to talk to you guys about 10 minutes that could change your life. If you guys don't know, we do a regular book club that anybody is welcome to participate in. Basically, we just pick a book, grab the book, read the book, and then we interact in a group. We've interacted on my like public page too, but we kind of put it in this private group this time. Not like meetings or anything like that, but just get together online and share comments, feedback, anything that we have like takeaways from the book. Okay, so this month we're doing something called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And I first did this back in, I think, 2014, 2015, 2016. I don't know. In the teens of the 2000s is the first time I did it, in terms of reading the book, but I had already done a very similar practice without knowing for years leading up to it. In fact, I was on stage presenting to, a group of people about a solid and supportive morning routine, and then they came up later and they're like, hey, I saw your presentation on the Miracle Morning. And I'm like, what's that? And it's like, what you just presented on. I'm like, never heard of it. So I was introduced to the book, read it, and it basically like it wraps everything up into a morning routine. But I want to talk to you guys about simplifying even more for those of you who aren't doing book club with us, and maybe just supporting you in how you can just take 10 minutes a day, even less if you need. Like if you're having like a hospital week, like I've had all week, like I didn't feel like I had 10 minutes to even focus, right? But you can take a very small amount of time, and with intentionality and purpose, the first thing in the morning, reroute the day for yourself as well as the life. What is happening with my life right here? You're welcome. Turn off the video so you don't have to see me. um and it comes with just three simple steps. Now it can be supported by other things, but three simple intentional thought processes that you give yourself the time or the emotional space to go through. The first thing is what you have. The second thing is who you are, and the third thing is what you want. Waking up and giving yourself the time, the permission, the availability to think about what you have, what you are, and what you want. And I'm going to go into those three for a couple minutes here. But the first thing that I want you to understand is that when you're doing this practice, whatever you focus on that you have, you are going to get more of that. Whatever you focus that you are, where like whatever that is for you, you are going to create more of that. And whatever you focus on that you want, or your lack of focus, is still going to lead you in a certain direction. And when you take Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning, he does the savers. He does his six things. Five things are silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. All of these can apply, and I'll show you how they apply to what this is. But I'm also showing you how to like simplify it, right? So like, let's just say you wake up and you don't even get out of bed, but you have 5 minutes before the kids start hustling and bustling or whatever, right? And you want to set your day off for positive movement, which will bring positive results, which will create a positive like chapter, right, that you're moving towards. Okay, so the first thing is thinking about what do you have. And it's interesting because in Hal's book, like gratitude isn't one of the things that's dove into. And that's one of the first things that I like to do in order to connect with the positive vibration of our being. You're a being of vibration. You're either vibrating positively or negatively or on some sort of spectrum of that. And the more positive that you are, the more positive that you're going to bring. And this is like not just like smiling positive. This is like scientifical, like the rate at which your being is vibrating. Okay. So gratitude is a very high level vibration, which is going to bring more high level things into you. So by that, what I mean is focusing on what you have, the good things. Okay, when I was going through cancer treatments, it's not like I woke up every day. I'm like, man, okay, I'm going to focus on the fact that my kid has cancer. I'm going to focus that we're in chemo again this week. I'm going to focus that it's another birthday that I'm spending, at the hospital. I'm going to focus, like, that was not what my focus was, because that wasn't gratitude. That would just be like, when you focus on what you have, it's focusing on what you have that feels positive, that makes you happy. So it could be, I focus right away on the fact that that's another morning and my eyes opened. I focus on the snuggles of my healthy babies that are sleeping next to me. I focus on the water that I get to drink. I focus on the soft bed that's below me. I focus on my husband and getting to have my tea and my coffee and all of the different things, any of the different things that you have, and practice gratitude for those. That's going to put you into a space of receiving more joy. If you're focusing on joy of things that you have, you're going to receive more of those different things, as well as putting you into a positive state of mind, positive frame of mind for receiving more throughout the day. Okay, so first thing is focus on what you have. And remember, if you're waking up and you're focusing on what you have in terms of, well, I have not enough money, I have poor health, I have a really shitty situation going on, I have an argument to face, all those things, if that's what and I know you might have to face some things throughout the day, but if that's the first thing that you're going to focus on, then just know, like, you're going to put yourself into a negative vibrational state, and it's going to impact your entire day. Okay, so I'm just talking about a few minutes, you're still laying in bed. The second thing is focusing on who you are. And this is that piece of self love and embracing the positive qualities that we are, that we often forget, and we allow ourselves to be consumed by what we are not. How many times have you woken up and the first thing you think of is like, damn it, I'm tired. I don't want to do the things that I have to do today. You look in the mirror and you're like, oh my gosh, I look so freaking old. What is this on my body? Why am I like, you insult your character, your person, your being right off the bat. This is where Hal's affirmations come in, right? Focusing on what you are proud of, what you are excited for in your being, and what you want to cultivate more of. Maybe it's not, maybe you haven't even stepped into it completely yet, but there's tiny baby steps. I'm so thankful that I'm healthy. I'm so thankful that I have these two legs that I can walk on. I'm so grateful for my strength and my energy. And you could be speaking into, I feel awake, I feel alive, I feel excited. Focusing on, again, what you have, who you are. The second, who you are, where your focus goes, more will return. So if you're going to focus on how tired you are because you stayed up an hour late binge watching some show, right, then you're gonna just continue to feel tired throughout the day. But if you focus on a repetition of, I have energy, I am excited, it's gonna lead towards you drinking water, towards you moving more brisk, and towards you receiving more energy. Who are you this morning? What do I have? Focus on what you have, who I am, and more of that will become. Okay. And the third thing is focusing on what you want. This is my absolute favorite portion of this exercise. You've now placed in yourself, hopefully, if you've chosen positive vibrational things, positive things in your world, you focus on all the joy that's around you. You're jacked about that. You focus on the things that you love about yourself. You're jacked about that. And now you start thinking about, like, what do I want to create in my life? What direction am I going? How is this chapter progressing? And at that point, you're like, you know what? Like, this is mine right now, right? I'm a best-selling author. I'm right now, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to start writing and working on my book that I want to finish by the end of this month. I'm a best-selling author. I have a #1 podcast. I'm a positively influential person supporting millions of people step into their light and love, and thinking about those things that you want to create in your life. When you continuously visualize what you want as if it's a story that you see over and over again, if it's your favorite show, what's your favorite show right now? I don't even have the comments on. Sorry about that, guys. Like, what's your favorite show? If it's like, okay, so I'm really bad at shows. Okay, okay, never mind. Don't you name a show, because I don't know shows as well. So it's like, instead of watching that, binge watching that, being excited about that every night, instead of that, you wake up and you see yourself living your best life. You have this specific, like, I mean, it's like cinematic everything of what you're stepping into. And the more that you write that story, the more that you see the details, and the closer you feel emotionally connected to it, the more that your brain, your RAS, your reticular activating system, is going to start seeing the things that you need in your world to support that dream coming true. And the more that you are going to, even subconsciously, start taking action to create that sort of life for yourself. but you have to start training your brain over and over again in that cinematic approach, right? That this is what's happening. What do I have? Who am I? And what do I want? These three little areas, just breaking it down into those three areas can be so supportive because you could do that, like I said, literally in a handful of minutes. And the miracle morning routine that can be an hour or broken down tinier, like that's great. That's awesome. I've done that a ton of different times and you can really get emotionally connected on different ways. But if you every morning you wake up, instead of allowing yourself to be sucked into the alarm didn't go off or I hit snooze or the kid peed the bed or I'm late or the we're out of coffee and the water's cold. I don't know, whatever it is. Those focuses are going to direct your day, your energy, and what comes next. But if you can just take a handful of minutes, 5, 10 minutes a day, right? And give yourself the opportunity to intentionally choose the positive things around you of what you have, who you are, and what you want to create, you'll see the difference that your life starts to take, the route that starts to be your reality. Now, it doesn't happen overnight, although you might see changes the first time that you try this. But the more that you step into it, the easier it becomes, the more that you train your synapses, your brain, to see the positive, to find the positive, to recognize the positive within yourself. And then your brain starts to reach out to things that are going to support you in this continued positivity. A couple of the things I just want to mention, and I'm done here. It's the savers from the Miracle Morning. Okay, so if you want to grab Miracle Morning, highly recommend it. I think it's a great place to start, and then just support you in your practice even further. He talks about silence as one of the first ones. The reason why this is so beautiful and can be powerful is because if you don't clear your mind, you're probably going to have a hard time tapping into what you have, who you are, and what you want. So giving yourself even a couple minutes just to be able to sit and try to clear your mind. You don't wake up and grab your phone. You wake up and you just feel and experience the world and the energy that is around you. Like, can you hear the freaking rooster crowing? We have a rooster now, cock-a-doodle-doo, all day long. Can you hear birds outside? Do you have like a soft breeze that's going on? Is there a sound machine in the background? Can you hear your spouse's breath or your own breath? And just connect. So that silence piece can be really supportive. The other piece, affirmations, we talked about, it's yourself, visualization. That's the what you want. He has exercise, reading, and scribing. So exercise, the reason why that is such a supportive part in this visualization process is because it puts you at a chemical state in your body of this release of endorphins that helps you more closely connect your subconscious to your conscious and make that reality an even stronger manifestation. You don't have to exercise to create that. You could just imagine yourself in one of your peak moments of life, one of those moments where you just felt most alive and powerful, and you could embody that and still get that same physical reaction, and then dive into your visualization and these different practices. You could just jump down and do 10 push-ups to start to just get blood flowing. So that is supportive. It doesn't have to be there, but it does make things move quicker, I've found in my personal experience. Then there's reading and scribing. The reading is just, it's what you're doing right now. It's putting yourself in a space where you are intentionally putting yourself out there to learn and to grow. That can be done anytime throughout the day. But if you don't do it in the morning, sometimes people don't get it done. I audiobook all day long when I'm doing little things, whether that's when I'm getting ready or driving or whatever, so I can still get my my learning in. And the scribing, the journaling, is where you're basically telling the world what you want, like, right? You clear space for what you want with the meditation. You go through the what do I have, what do I want to become, and what do I want to, I'm sorry, what do I have, who am I, and what do I want to have. And then when you scribe, when you're writing, he uses scribe because savor doesn't make as much sense. Savers with an S makes more sense. Journaling can be a way to tell the universe. I'm not the best with pen to paper, and I know it is the best, just from what I've researched and heard over and over again, but I'll just do voice memos and just kind of speak into what I want, what I have, or what that look like each day. So you can add those things on there, but here's the recap for those of you who just joined, okay? If you're wanting to impact your life in a positive way in just 10 minutes a day, intentionally deciding to give yourself the time, the permission, and the emotional connection to 3 different areas first thing in the morning, so you set yourself into a positive state of being, a positive vibration, so that you move more positively throughout the world and you attract more high vibration things to your world would be. Okay. And you don't even have to get out of bed if you don't want to. You could do the 10 push-ups if you want to, but like, right, you just wake up and you think about, what do I have? And give thanks, give gratitude for the positive things that you have. Who am I? Who am I? Recognizing the self-love and reflecting upon those beautiful things within you and the things that you want more of. That's fine too. Focusing on those like affirmation type things. Who are you? And then finally, what do you want to create in your world? And remember, wherever your focus goes, you're going to get more of. So if you're focusing on the shit that you have, the things that you're not, and the way that your life is going wrong, you're going to wake up and you're going to have more of those every single day. They're going to keep showing up like a gift wrapped on your porch. But if you decide to focus on the things that are positive, that are good, that are light, that are love, that you want more of, that you embrace, that you're thankful for, you're going to see how things just start to show up in your world. And I don't mean that there's never going to be a challenging thing in your world, guys. Plenty of challenges over here. Plenty of challenges in the last 2 days. But it does mean that where I focus brings myself and my being and my vibration back to a state where I can have joy and happiness through it all, and create more joy and happiness as I'm moving from chapter to chapter. Good morning, sunshines. You guys, I missed you. We will be launching. I can't give you the official date because we're having another recording today, and then we're going to be launching and sharing all of that information. But otherwise, just a little live video to say hi. I miss you. I love you guys, and I hope you have the most beautiful day. I've had 700 people walk by my car here at Lifetime wondering what the is she doing, because the car's not even on and it's really cold out. So I'm going to go inside and warm up now. Okay. Love you guys. Good morning, sunshines. Bye.
Thanks for joining, and don't forget to subscribe and, of course, share with your friends. Guys, that's how we impact more lives. All right, see you next time.